And a good day, all of you. John Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble and Chats, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition today. Doing a seltzer. Bud Light Seltzer Flavor Burst Black Cherry. This is one of 4 flavors that they have. They have a tangerine, watermelon, and mango flavor. 5% ABV, 100 calories, 2 grams of carbs. It says... Flavors is 0 sugar, 2 grams of carbs, so gluten-free. Don't do seltzers a lot, as you see in most of my videos. I've done like the White Crawl, did the High Noon, the American Dad, a few others. Of course, the White Crawl was the first one in popularity, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But hey, content, right? It's all about content. Here it is. Look. I do enjoy seltzers, regular seltzers, club soda, put a little lime, and, if I'm not drinking, yes, that's what I'll have. I enjoy that a lot more, but the flavor seltzers and the alcohol. All right, it's very clear, as you can see right here. I'm sure you see my face. So, like I said, 0 sugar, so I guess gluten-free, but, it was very clear. Natural flavor, so no artificial flavor. So I'm going to describe that the original OG, you get the traditional taste of black cherries with a twist, according to the website. So White Crawl, I think all this really kind of got started with the White Crawl craze. I'm sure a lot of you remember when that came out. And everyone's been buying it, trying it out. And again, as I said previously, people who just don't want to drink beer, and I know why. The people who's like, just like with wine coolers. I'm not a big wine person, but I'll drink something like this. That's very low calorie, very low ABV, 5%, about the same ABV as Budweiser or any other lager, but, Of course, AB-InBev, like many other companies, I guess they're trying to diversify, trying to put their hands on so many things. Because right now, the beverage world is very competitive, extremely competitive now. People are trying to get people to come in. Of course, beer sales have been down over the last 9 to 10 years now. Beer sales are down because people have acquired different tastes, either going to more craft beers or wanting to try bourbon, spirits, wine. But I think it's just people are just more health conscious now, or just looking for other alternatives. You got these movements sometimes, the no sober, dry January, or something sober October, or September, whatever that is. People are setting the trends, looking for lower calorie beers, drinking more non-alcoholic beers now have grown in popularity. And a lot of these companies right now are trying to, diversify, trying to see, hey, what can we do to get, our customers back buying some stuff. Hey, let's go do this. Hey, let's try this. Hey, we try that. We try this. Try this. So, flavored seltzers, why not? Same thing with the spirits world, mixed cocktails in a can. It's been going on for the last 15 years now. We've seen it. If you go to any package store, liquor store, or whatever, you see these little mixed cocktails in these sizes, and, people are just consuming them, so. Yeah, anyway. All right, enough chatting. Let's have at it. Cheers. A little after bitter sugar taste to this. Water, alcohol, natural flavor, citric acid, sodium citrate, sugarlose, and malted rice. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Well, you get the black cherry, but I think that this has an aftertaste of some type of sweetener in it. I'm getting from this. I don't know, guys. I mean, again, Black cherry. I know my dear friend Lisa. She loves black cherry Coke, and she likes to mix it up with brandy. I don't know, guys, about this. I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know about this one. But again, hey, put content, right? You got to throw some out there, So, Bud Light, of course, was the #1 best-selling beer in the world, and got recently knocked because of some decisions. They had a social media influencer, happens to be transgender, started talking about promoting Bud Light. And, it was interesting, but I think some of the traditional beer fans, usually were a little offended by it. Maybe more because if the person was transgender, And some people felt, hey, we don't need that. And, of course, Bud Light suffered some major sales losses. Of course, Bud Light is at 4.2%, not 5%. So I just want to make sure people get that, be clear. So they kind of went through, they didn't go out of business, put it that way, but it did take a chip away at some of their sales, and people went to Molson Coors, buying, whether it be some of Molson Coors products like Keystone Light or Miller Light or Coors Light, even some of the cheap stuff like Milwaukee's Best Light, Keystone, as I said, to some of the bargain and even Pabst beers, with some of their light offerings like Old Milwaukee Light. If you can find that. Good luck on that. And of course, some of the other brands that AB-InBev has, their other, economic friendly beers like Busch Light and Natty Light, Natural Light, I should say. So they went through some changes, and even Corona Light and whatever, So they went through some changes, went through some lean years. And a year or so, but then things they righted the ship recently. So now Bud Light has seemed to be back in good favor with some of the beer drinkers right now. To me, I didn't have an issue with the person who were promoting the Bud with the beer, but some folks did. I like Bud Light. I'm in love with it. I like it. Someone give it to me. Yeah. Am I buying it to put in my refrigerator? No. So. In any event, but look, it's something lesson learned in marketing. Hey, you throw some stuff on the wall, it works. You hit pay dirt, hit straight in the middle, and some things just like, no, not so much. But I'm sure, hey, it happens, and we know AB-InBev has the funds; they can just write a check and cut it and say, oh well, we're good. So. In any event, not too bad. It's a refreshing light. You don't feel it. Again, that's what people want. You don't want a buzz. You want something you can sip on and enjoy. You won't feel it tipsy and feel whatever. Gotta call an Uber. But again, it serves its purpose as a refreshing beer for those who don't like beer, who want something easy and simple and something they can sip on any day of the year. I would not, infuse this with anything. I think it's just fine as it is. It's okay. Again, it's something of a sort of a sweetener they added to this, as I talked about the sugarlose. Yeah. Maybe whatever. It's giving it a little bit of an off-putting taste for me. But overall, it's okay. I'm not a big seltzer guy. I do like seltzers, regular, non-plain ones with the lime and all that. A lemon or lime in my seltzer, just refreshing. But some of these alcoholic seltzers, the 4 or 5, the hard seltzers, hey, it's hard. Yeah, how hard is it really? As they say. But, all right, for what it is, and I'm going to be fair. Oh, my ears. Oh. What ear pain, my ear. I'm gonna go clean my ears out. All right. Fourthly, Bud Light Seltzer flavor burst, black cherry. Again, one of 4 flavors. You got tangerine, you got watermelon, and you have mango. So there you go. So those are the other 3 flavors. Check it out at your local package store, liquor store, grocery store, wherever you get this. Grocery stores, I would be, depends on territories where you are. It probably won't be. I bought this at the liquor store. You know, probably be, it'll be a beer flavored, but you know, just give it a shot. See what do you think of it, guys. So again, I think it's a good, refreshing thing, but maybe the sugar, the sweetness, the aftertaste came to me like a little blah. I don't know. So I'll go 8.3 on this one. So that's a B for me. Check it out. Try it. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will like it. Maybe. Me, I'm like, it's all right. But anyway, Sean Anderson here of the Beverage Ramble Chat Stream. Keep on watching. So always cheers, live, laugh, and love. Hard seltzer. No. Bud Light Seltzer. Flavor burst. Black cherry. Or any flavor.